Since last time there was the whole entanglement situation with Jada Pinkett and August Alsina and then Will Smith. Now, the Will Smith crying face is now the new crying meme, instead of Jordan. When you saw that whole thing come together and apart, because you'd always heard, I remember at one point me and August Alsina started to kind of go back and forth on Twitter. And I said, well, what about the Jada Pinkett shit? And then he just stopped answering at that point. And then he came forward and it was revealed that he was sleeping with Jada and he claimed that Will Smith was okay with it.
And I believe him.
You believe him?
I think a man, when pussy's on the table again and is emotional, you're not going to lie on another man. And I tell people, watch. If you ever watch that video, ladies and gentlemen, you too, Vlad, cut the sound down. Cut the sound off and watch him. And you'll see who's lying and who's telling the truth. And I can tell you this, Will Smith was hurt. I take my hat off to him because he controlled his pain extremely well. See, because what people fail to realize, if it was the other way around, the world would have came down on Will Smith hard. And what you mean Will Smith having an entanglement and doing X, Y, and Z, good as Jada Pinkett is, and she did this, blah, blah, blah. But since it was her doing it, you really didn't hear too much about it. It was just like, oh, it was an entanglement, it happened, blah, blah, blah.
Right, because think about it. August Alsina came around because he was friends with Jaden Smith, his son.
Yes.
And Jada Pinkett started sleeping with her son's friend.
Yes.
Now, let's just twirl it around a little bit.
Oh, my God.
Willow Smith brings by her female friend to the house, and Will Smith starts fucking her.
Yep.
Will would have to go on an apology tour like Nick Cannon.
Man, no, Will Smith would be locked up like Bill Cosby and Weinstein. It would go a whole nother route.
Right, because, me and Delia Hughley, we talked about that. And, people want to, women are like, go girl, go get your entanglement.
Right.
But if you really look at this situation, right, you have this much older, wealthy woman, and you have this much younger man whose health is messed up. He's going through serious health. He's in and out of the hospital.
Right.
He's taking care of his younger brothers and sisters because the mother can't take care of him. So he's financially strapped to take care of everything. And this woman who he's admired for years comes in and entangles him up.
Yep. And she's from Baltimore, so she know how to fuck. Right. That's a whole nother story. Though. Go ahead.
That's a whole other story. If you really look at, for example, the Harvey Weinstein situation, where you have this rich, powerful, older man who's using his pull and his power to have sex with these vulnerable women, and he's now in prison for it. But Jada Pinkett is doing something kind of similar, if you think about it.
Right.
I mean, am I right or am I wrong?
You're absolutely right. But it would take August to press charges against her. Morally is wrong. But you have to press charges and say, she violated, she took advantage of me. You understand? But it's just a bad situation altogether. But they have a unique relationship. I tell everybody, take your hat up to Will, because if Will wasn't Will, he'd have smacked their ass clear across the room. And I'm just keeping it real. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in hitting nobody, but she'd have got smacked across the motherfucking room.
Well, and let me tell you something. I've been hearing Will and Jada stories for
years,
over a decade.
For longer than that.
And I'm not going to even say what it is, because they're going to sue me.
Yes.
But let me tell you, this story here is nothing compared to what I heard.
Right. I've heard the same. I totally agree.
We'll talk about it off camera. Everyone always DMs me like, "What'd you hear?" I ain't gonna tell you. Fuck all that. You're not gonna screen capture my shit and put me out there.
Exactly.
I've had it happen way too many times.
Yes.
But yeah, this right here, I felt like, knowing what I know and seeing what I saw, Will said, this ain't shit.
Right.
We we've had this open marriage thing for so long, and
if it works for them, good. If it works for them,
it works for them.
If it works for them, good.